What if you could win at anything you tried?
Nice throw, rookie.
We're going to the Florida State Fair, where I bring the Midway's most difficult game to its knees.
Winner, winner, winner!
Think the only way to win a blackjack is counting cards? In Atlantic City, I'll break down my winning blackjack strategy. Followed by a stop in San Francisco, where the inside info on ladder golf is revealed.
Nice, you did it.
And I'm going to share secret strategies to help you win a game everyone has played, but only a few have mastered.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
My name is Sal Piacente, and I know every con in the book. People hire me to show them how to spot a hustle. From coast to coast, I'll break down and reveal how to win at games, contests, and tricks. From the boardwalk to the carnival, I've got all the angles. Game on, America. Our journey begins in Tampa, Florida. Every year, nearly 500,000 people come to the Florida State Fair for rides, fun, and of course, games. And they come to play on a midway that's a whopping 5 acres. Turn the corner at any midway, and you're bound to be met by a sea of bottles with necks crying out to be rung by a red ring. $5 gets you a bucket filled with about 70 rings. Get one around the neck, and you're a winner. Welcome to the ring toss, or as I like to call it, the roulette of the State Fair. Get this, the FBI ran a study on this game, and the odds of winning that they came up with are 700 to 1. That's why the operators consider this the toughest game on the midway. Wow. You know something? I'm watching you guys throw, and I gotta tell you something. I don't see anybody doing too good over here. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm here to help. But before I do, I want to try an experiment. If you're open for an experiment, I'm going to buy 10 buckets. I'm going to sit back. I want to see how you do.
All right.
How many do you think you'll get in?
I'm going to say 3.
3?
Yeah.
1?
I'm gonna say 1.
I'm going to go under and say none. Let's do it. I need 10 buckets. 10 buckets? I'm putting up $50 to put the FBI's odds to the test. Yeah, you guys are about 500 rings into it, and 0. It was an expensive experiment. Last one, did you do it? No. Looks like the government is onto something. 0 ringers and 700 throws. You guys didn't hit any, but don't worry, I'm here to help. First, let's take a closer look at the bottle and the ring. It looks like a regular 2-liter soda bottle, but it's made of glass, and the neck is only 7/8 of an inch in diameter. The rings, which weigh less than half an ounce, are easy to throw, and the diameter of their opening is 1 3/4 of an inch, so they fit easily around the bottle's neck. But check out what happens when I drop a ring on a bottle from straight overhead, 3 inches away. It bounces right off, so throwing with a high arc and hard is no good. You want to go low, slow, and close, like this. But before, they didn't have a clue on how to toss a ring. Wrong. Wrong again. You gotta remember, this ain't a ring toss, it's a ring fling. You wanna hold like a Frisbee, just like this, and to snap it around. You have to hold the ring between your thumb and the side of your second finger, and wrap your first finger around the edge of its curve, like this. Then, when you fling it, snap your wrist. That'll send it spinning at your target bottle. Which brings me to my last tip. Don't be tempted by that sea of bottles. You kept going for the middle one. You wanted that white one. Why do you think it's in the middle? Why do you think it's white? To attract you there. What you want to do, you want to aim for the front ones. Catching the lip of a bottle requires a low throw with a slight arc. And if you happen to throw a little too hard, you've got a chance for a lucky bounce, as long as you're aiming front and center. Now you got the tips. If I gave you another 700 rings, you think you'd do better? I mean, 1 would be better.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, sure.
let's see. I'm going to buy another 700. 10 more buckets. Slow, like a Frisbee, and nice and slow. You did it. Excellent. See what she did? She just crushed the odds going 1 for 1. Well, I can't guarantee those odds, but if you follow my tips, you'll be ringing that bottle in no time. Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Winner, winner, winner! Good job.
Now let's head to Atlantic City. AC is the gaming capital of the Northeast, with casinos as far as the eye can see. But casinos didn't always line these streets. Back during Prohibition, supper clubs were the place to be in Atlantic City, and the Knife and Fork Inn was one of the most popular. Gangsters like Nucky Johnson used to stash booze in these hidden lockers. They came to party, and since there were no legitimate casinos in AC at that time, they came to gamble. This place in this town is the perfect backdrop to show you what the casinos don't want you to see. Time to bring down the house and show you how to play blackjack like a pro. The rules of blackjack are simple. All players get 2 cards. Base cards are worth 10, aces are 11 or 1. Every other card is exactly what it says. You either stay with your 2 dealt cards or hit until you get 21 or bust. The object, beat the dealer without going over 21. Once all the players have a turn, the dealer who has 1 card up and 1 down reveals the second card, and then has to hit until reaching 17 or higher. The rules give the edge in this game to the house.
Nice start off.
But the odds turn to the player's favor if there are more high cards in the deck. And that leads to the first decision you've got to make. Which table is about to pay off? Right now, both of these tables have a seat open. So which one should I join? At table 1, the dealer is showing a 5. One player has blackjack, one has a 19, and the other 2 have 20. The dealer flips over a 10 for 15 and deals himself another 10. Busted. Everyone at this table is a winner. Now let's look at the other table. No blackjacks, a couple of 16s, a 17, and an 18. Dealer is showing a 6, flips over a 7, and another 6 for 19. Ouch! That table is cold, full of people who just lost. So which table would you sit at? Most everyone in the casino would sit down at this hot table. But guess what? They're all wrong. We're in Atlantic City at the historic Knife and Fork Inn, and it's game on at the blackjack table. These 2 tables each have a seat open, and I have to choose which one to sit at. Table 1 is celebrating. Everyone's a winner. Table 2 is cold. Everyone here just lost. So which one am I going to? I'm going to the losing table, stat. So why wouldn't I do what most everyone does and go to the winning table? Well, let's take a look at these 2 tables in another way. Table 1 has 9 high cards already out, which means they aren't in the deck. The other table only has 3 high cards out, which means it has more high cards still in the deck. Remember, more high cards in the deck is better for the player. And you want a table that is about to pay off, not one that already minted a bunch of winners.
21.
Then, after a few hands go my way, I take my winnings and look for the next losing table that's about to pay off. It goes against all instinct, but stay away from the winning table, which leads to my next tip. In blackjack, there's no room for emotion or instinct.
Come on, come on.
We're all in a good position here.
All day.
This guy's not happy with his 16, the most dreaded hand in blackjack.
16.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
I'm
whoa.
gonna need a minute here.
There's nothing to think about on this. 16 against the 5, you
all
don't want to
day.
hit.
All day I've been staying. I've been losing all day.
I'm telling you, you don't want to hit that. Take it from a pro. Before you decide what to do with your hand, focus on what the dealer has. Because the dealer has a 5 show when he has a 43% chance of busting. So that's the worst possible up card a dealer can have. Take a look. When a dealer is showing a 4, 5, or 6, that's when they have the highest chance to bust. Now I'm in the same position you are. So now I know I have to stand on this.
Okay.
So I'm standing.
See the opposite of my face.
Dealer has 15. Dealer breaks.
Worked out perfectly. How did I know? Because a long time ago, a bunch of guys ran the numbers on millions of hands of blackjack. The result? Blackjack basic strategy. And here's how it works. All possible starting hands with the player are on the left. The dealer's up card is listed above. You line up the 2, and you know what to do. In our 16 versus 5 hand, it says you should always stand. Remember, if our guy did that with his 16, the dealer would have gotten the 10 and busted.
That's a lot of math. Did you memorize that? Or?
I did, but you don't have to. They make these cards that have all the information you need printed right on it. This is basic strategy. You can even purchase this at many casino gift shops and use it right at the table. It tells you what to do every single hand to maximize your chances of winning.
Now you can win it back.
That's right. So remember, look for a table with a bunch of low cards out, then play basic strategy and only basic strategy. Do that, and the next time you're in a casino, you'll have the edge.
Dealer busts, everyone's a winner.
We're heading to Christie Field in San Francisco. Originally designed as an airfield, this park opened to the public in 2001, and San Franciscans have been flocking here for fun ever since. What better backdrop to break down a game that's recently become a staple at picnics and tailgates all over the country? Ladder golf. The object is simple. Toss your bowler, a short piece of nylon rope with colored golf balls at each end. So they wrap around one of the rungs to score points. The top rung is worth 3 points, the center 2, and the bottom 1. Players alternate turns, and the first person to reach exactly 21 wins. Oh! And who better to show them how it's done than the developer of the game, Brent Dowd. Together, we're going to help you master this game. First things first, you have to know how to throw.
I always like to start with my foot right on the toss line and kind of lean over like darts so you can like cheat up a little bit and get closer. Hold the ball just like this in your fingers and get a pendulum motion going and a nice little arc on the ball.
That looks so much easier.
Take it from the pro. The best technique is to hold the bowler by one end and toss it underhand so that it spins in a slight arc.
Good job.
So they've got the proper technique for the toss down, but there's still more to learn to make a good throw. The key is tossing it with just enough spin to catch those rungs. Don't take my word for it. It's science. Newton's first law of motion says that any object in motion will keep moving at the same speed and in the same direction unless it is acted upon by an external force. When the bowler is spinning, the golf balls move in opposite directions until the rope acts upon them, stopping them. This stretches out the rope, increasing its surface area and making it more likely to be stopped by one of the rungs. But Newton's law says that since nothing is acting on the golf balls, they will continue to move forward, resulting in a perfect wrap around the rung and points for you. Now that you have the throw down, we're going to show you where to aim it.
When you're new at this game, you want to aim for the middle so you have the best chance of getting something. If you overshoot, you'll get a 3. If you go a little low, you'll get a 1. Try for a little less spin and try to get into the middle there.
Okay, let me see you do a throw.
Here we go.
Get on it. Ow. There you go. Nice.
The tips are definitely paying off. So what's a guy to do when someone puts up big points in front of them? Here's the situation. Your opponent has his bowlers on the rung. It's your turn to throw. What would the right strategy be right now?
Now, Trey, you want to aim right at his?
If you knock an opponent's bowler off the rung, you're taking those points off the board.
Yeah!
Excellent! Excellent!
Nice.
That was outstanding. Remember, step up to the line, aim for the middle rung, toss the bowler underhand by one end so it spins in a slight arc, and boom!
Nice! You did it.
Good job, good job.
You guys definitely improved.
Thank you very much.
Got better.
So how do you decide who goes first in ladder golf? Who gets the last slice of pizza? Or who gets shotgun when a family heads out on a road trip?
Rock, paper, scissors for it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
That's right. Rock, paper, scissors is used to settle all sorts of disputes.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
It's not just a game. It's rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes!
The rules are simple. You just go rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and throw one of 3 symbols with your hands. Rock destroys scissors, scissors slice up paper, and paper covers rock. The most important rule is this: rock, paper, scissors ain't just a game of chance, it's a game of skill and strategy. Just ask my good friend, Master Rochambeau. He's widely considered the best rock, paper, scissors player in the world, having competed in tournaments with thousands of dollars on the line. Together, we're going to break down the proper strategy, show you how to mess with your opponent's mind, and give you the upper hand.
Rock, paper, scissors.
From the boardwalk to the backyard and places in between, I'm gonna show you how to win at anything you try. Right now, it's game on with my pal, Master Rochambola, and we're gonna share the 5 commandments of rock, paper, scissors. The first commandment, know thy opponent. Newsflash, men and women are different. A guy's most common first throw is rock, while women tend to throw scissors.
Scissors. Interesting choice.
So exploit gender bias. Against guys, hit them with paper for the win, and against women, throw rock. The second commandment, people are predictable. After a win, people tend to repeat the same symbol the very next throw. So if you lose, in the next game, always play what would have won the last time. And after a loss, players tend to throw the next symbol in order. For example, if they threw rock and got beat, they're probably throwing paper next. So you should throw scissors for the win. The third commandment, thou shalt make your opponent your puppet.
Do you do 1, 2, shoot or 1, 2, 3, shoot?
I usually do 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay, cool. Let's do it that way. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Check out how Master Rochambola got his opponent to throw scissors.
Do you want to play a game?
Yeah, absolutely.
All the talk is a smokescreen. The key is what he's doing with his hands. By gesturing scissors repeatedly, he implants that idea in his opponent and then hits him with rock for the win. The fourth commandment, thou shalt not lie. Look your opponent in the eye and tell them what you're gonna throw. They'll never believe you.
I'll do you a favor. I'm going to open with rock.
You're gonna open
It's a
rock.
beginner's throw, so you know what's coming. I'm throwing rock. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I told you I was throwing rock, dude.
Never lie, never lose. The fifth commandment, thou shalt always watch thy opponent's hands.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
If you can pick up your opponent's physical tells, you'll own them for life. Watch these knuckles. They're tight, which means only one thing, rock is coming. So throw paper for the win.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
And if you see knuckles getting loose, paper or scissors is on the way. Throw scissors, and the worst you can do is tie.
Nice. All right.
Use the commandments, and you'll be a rock, paper, scissors master. Now on to Philadelphia, where one bar that is attached to the baseball stadium is right across the street from the football field. McFadden's Restaurant and Saloon does quite the balancing act when both teams are in town, and it's the perfect spot for a game involving balance using coins and a few items you can find at any bar. To play, we'll need some quarters, a glass of beer, and a driver's license. I call this game Down for the Count. You ladies want to see a game? No, you have nothing to lose, no propositions, no betting, no gambling. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a driver's license, balance it on my glass, and you have to stack quarters up to it.
Oh.
Simple, you have nothing to lose. No money. I love this game. On the surface, it looks easy to pull off, but it's not. I'm gonna take my driver's license.
Is that really your driver's license?
It is.
Oh, okay.
Promise. My driver's license. Sal. Watch what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna balance this quarter on that driver's license, okay?
Yeah, you got it.
Easy.
Okay.
Now, all I want you to do is stack 2 more quarters on top of that one. And you can use anything else on the bar to help. You've got a beer, a glass, a driver's license, and a coin. They need to stack 2 more coins on the license. And the answer to this riddle is right under their nose. Put it right on top. We're in Philadelphia, where it's game on with a little bar game I like to call Down for the Count. The setup of this game is simple. You need a beer, a glass, a driver's license, and some quarters. The challenge isn't as easy. To win, you need to stack 2 more quarters on top of the driver's license. If these 2 do that, right on top of it, they win. Okay, hang on. That's only your first attempt. Just stack it right on top.
Okay. Oh my gosh, my heart's racing.
I need to place that right on top, and maybe go on top, and we're done.
But it is going on.
They think a steady hand is the key to this trick, but the answer is right in front of them.
I'm shaking.
Oh. This definitely can't be done.
Can't be done?
It can't
You
be
say
done.
it can't be done? I'll bet you. If I do it, you buy next round. If I don't do it, I'll buy next round.
Okay.
Deal?
Yeah.
Deal.
Yeah.
Deal.
I'm about to pull off the improbable. Can I borrow your beer for a second? By placing 2 more quarters on top, and balance will have nothing to do with it.
Okay. Does that mean you buy her 2 beers or taking
I'll
one?
buy her 2.
Okay.
Of course, in the end, I'll pick up the tab no matter what.
That's not fair. We could.
Fair has nothing to do with it. This trick works every time because I have science on my side. Here's why it worked. When the beer comes in contact with the license, it creates surface tension. The liquid grabs hold of the bottom of the card and pulls down on it with suction. So the quarters on the other end are sitting pretty. Matter of fact, I'll go further.
Okay.
There's 3 quarters on there right now, but guess how many more I can stack?
Seriously?
I know I'm being a show-off.
Well done.
But that's the fun part of tricks like
I'm
this.
blown away. Okay, well, what were you drinking?
And we'll get the last one.
Awesome.
Bravo.
Thank you.
That's a great trick.
And for being good sports, the next round's on me. So the next time you want to win a pint, remember, all you need is a beer, a glass, a license, and some change. Then it's game on, America.